So today's project is going to show you how to put together your own candles for Halloween, your black candles. And what you're going to need is a bunch of toilet paper rolls or paper towel rolls, or even from the wrapping paper, the rolls from that. Some of the toilet paper rolls, if you don't have any and you have a bunch of toilet paper that's not used yet, it's pretty easy to do. You just grab it and start pulling it out. It comes right out of the center of the toilet paper. And this way you don't have to wait until you have a whole bunch of toilet paper used up. Basically you can do almost the same thing with the paper towels, but instead what you're going to do is just loosen it up by holding it by the back and turning the center so that it loosens. And once it loosens enough, see how it's all loosened up in here? Because I turned it, and then once it's loosened up enough, again you grab the other side real hard and you give it a tug and it should come out. And if it doesn't, then you just have to loosen it up some more. And you're just going to do that by doing this. You're going to twist it until it gets looser. And then pull it out of the center. Like that. And you still have your paper towel all rolled up. And you could put it, if you have a holder, you could still put it on the holder or on your countertop, whatever. So that's what I did. I didn't have enough toilet paper or paper towel rolls or wrapping paper rolls lying around, so I just went and I grabbed them out of the existing ones that I had. Next thing you want to do is you want to paint them black first. Before you do anything else, you want to paint each and every one of these black. I just used my black acrylic paint, like you need to be shown how to paint the paper towel roll. Okay, and you paint them all black and then you let it dry. Once it's dry, you're going to get your hot glue gun and you're just going to glue them all together in whatever kind of arrangement you like. I thought this was appealing to me. And the wrapping paper rolls, I cut them down to size. This was wrapping paper, this one, and this one was all one roll. I cut it down. I made those three. It's a paper towel one, and those are from the toilet paper. Once you have them all glued together, painted and glued together, then you want to start dripping your hot glue down to make what looks like wax drippings. And I did most of it, but as you can see here, I'm still working on this particular roll. And what you're going to do is just take your hot glue gun, and from the top you're going to push it until it starts rolling down. And depending on how much wax you want dripped down, you'll just keep squeezing it and let it go down. A lot or a little. Once it starts to harden, you can go back over and fill in areas where you want more glue to be. Doesn't have to be a lot of glue. Make it a lot, make it a little. You want them to be all different lengths. Once you're happy with how that looks, you have to let each one dry thoroughly. And then you're going to throw some paint over the top of it so that it looks like it's black melted wax. While you're waiting for that glue to harden, you can then take your tea lights, and I don't like the look of just plain white tea light sitting up top. It kind of defeats the purpose of it being black candles that were burnt up there and melting down. So what I do is, once again, I take a little bit of black paint and I carefully paint around the light, trying very hard not to get any paint on it. If it's on the base of it, it doesn't really matter, you're not going to see it. And then paint around the top of the tea light. I don't know if this shows on the camera or not, but you can see that it's not a very deep dark covering. So this takes 2 coats. How do you do the sides? You hold it by the candle and you drop it. Make sure you have paper underneath your on top of your work surface, because you don't want to get glue or paint on whatever surface it is you're painting on. This particular one, I put 2 layers of paint on. I don't know if you can tell the difference on the camera or not, but I'll hold them both up so that you can see. This way, when you put it on top, it looks like it belongs. Then all you need to do is go back, make sure your glue is dry, hardened, and then slap some paint over that. Make sure they're covered. I'm not going to go all the way around because I'm going to end up putting some more glue on some areas there that I don't like the way it looks just yet. Then once it's done, if you have a nice Halloween plate, it would be great. If you don't, use what you've got. And you'll turn your candles on. And of course you'll have candles on at the top of each one of these. Right now I don't. Obviously that hole is too big and I'm going to have to do something to fix that. I'll probably put a rim of glue on the inside and it'll keep it from dropping in. And that's it. That's all you have to do.